I don't even read politics. That's a page I skip.
Yeah, it's the hottest topic today.
No, today is a different situation altogether. Free speech is a problem in the country.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So I'm saying, why should free speech be a problem?
So you would like to play safe and
No, I'm telling you there is no free speech, and I'm exposing myself to a certain amount of risk by saying this itself. Everybody knows there is no free speech.
There's no.
Is there free speech? I never bothered about the image. As you know, after Bombay, which was a really commercially successful film, not just here but all across the country, I went and did Bharathan's film of Devaragam. And a lot of people told me that also. I said, you're killing your girlfriend, you want to kill your dad, but still, when we come out of the theatre, we feel that, we like you.
Yeah. Your very strong female audience base, they're liking it, the young teenagers.
Yeah, because they know I'm acting.
I saw this fantastic movie, Dhuruvangal 16.
Yes.
I believe you're going to do a film with the director Karthick Naren.
Very rarely do you come across someone with that much clarity at such a young age. I'm not dramatizing this, and I'm telling you this very openly. I'd like to be a part of his journey.
Wow! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Red Carpet. I have with me a special guest, Aravind Swamy, who is rocking at the moment. Welcome to the show, Aravind.
Thank you, Sheila. Pleasure to be back.
Yeah, and last time we did an interview, it did fantastic. It crossed 500,000 views.
I'm presuming that's good. So.
Yes, that was for Thani Oruvan. Now it's for Bogan and a lot of other things he has. I mean, he's really in big league today in Tamil cinema because the kind of opening that Bogan has taken is phenomenal. And the 4-day opening of the movie ensures that Aravind Swamy, who's been appreciated, liked by everybody who has seen the film, says he's going to go places.
Thank you.
Now tell me about in Twitter also, you are writing about the social scene because you commented on the Marina students' agitation and other
Yes.
things. What do you feel about, why you are an observer of all this, or what do you feel, why?
Yeah, one, I feel that the Marina demonstration was probably the most democratic movement that I have witnessed firsthand, in a sense, where people have voiced their opinions.
The Jallikattu Marina agitation was the most democratic, you feel?
Yes, set aside whether it was for Jallikattu or for anything else. So many lakhs of people across the state wanted to express their opinion about something. And it was beautifully done at Marina, where when we're talking about, let's say, in cities like Bangalore or Delhi or even here sometimes, whatever it is, that there's so much misbehavior towards women, a lot of negative things are there. This was a very Gandhian kind of a moment for me, where everybody is together, there's no incident, there's no bad incident. Youngsters taken the initiative to come and express an opinion. There was it was such a beautiful which never happened. Somehow I feel in my generation, maybe because there was no social media, maybe there was no tools to get people together, I don't know what it is. Maybe those are just excuses also. It was like there was no collection of so many lakhs of people to voice an opinion, right? So that really touched me, which is why I started appreciating them for that.
Okay. Do you have any political ambitions?
Nothing whatsoever.
Nothing. You are a left-leaning intellectual by any way?
I don't even know what that means. I'm so dumb I can't understand what you're saying. But I don't even read politics. That's a page I skip.
Yeah, it's the hottest topic today.
No, today is a different situation altogether. But I'm saying normally I don't even read the political page because I don't understand politics and what impact it has on. I'm actually illiterate when it comes to something political. It doesn't interest me. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I can pass on information that interests me and share it with people. That's all I do. I don't give an opinion about what
You are
somebody
not
should do.
opinionated about politics.
No, I'm not opinionated about politics. I'm not opinionated in the sense that I'm not publicly opinionated about politics. Everybody, you and me, everybody else has an opinion on politics and whatever else. But honestly, I'm telling you, I know very little about politics. I don't know, the games that are played. I don't know. If you ask me history of politics, people who are there, what they did, I'm not very aware of all that. So, I don't have any political ambition. I just want, let's say, the constitutional rights of the people to be protected. That's all it is. So when people, I don't like the fact that we live in a society where there's so much corruption, where there's issues of law and order, where there's, where citizens' rights are, in a lot of ways stepped on.
Yeah, lot of what you say.
Yeah, so that bothers me, and that is not politics. That is my constitutional right. You shouldn't have taught me civics. You shouldn't have taught me the constitution. You shouldn't have made me believe that these are things that people are entitled to, if that is not going to be the truth. So when that hurts me, I'm saying it hurt me even in my younger days. But there was there was no democratic movement. I don't want to. It's not a war or it's not anything else. I just want free speech is a problem in the country.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So I'm saying, why should free speech be a problem? I'm saying people can criticize me, people can give me some constructive opinion, people need not like me. These are all things that everybody's freedom, right? I'm saying whether it's whether I'm an actor or whether I'm a politician or whether I'm a whatever, in any profession, people should be able to freely say that they agree with you or disagree with you.
Yeah.
Like even your question as to, when you speak to the director, does it interfere? Why should it be interference? Everybody has an opinion, and you should be able to express that opinion. It cannot start at my film set saying that don't talk. You're not entitled to know. Why? I listen to, even if the person who's handling the lights come and tell me something, I listen to him. If a person who's the costumer comes,
what you're saying is the overall impact of the goodness of the film you will do.
No, it's anywhere. Even in my business, I'm telling you, you need to listen to your employees, you need to listen to your customers. Unless you listen to people, you cannot improve on something. If you think it's not questioning your authority. Right? Why is it? It doesn't have to be an egoistical thing. You have to listen to the people, but to be able to understand what they're saying. The idea is to solve their problems.
எனக்கு இங்கலாம் வராதுடா.
ஒரு பாட்டு பாடுங்க வரும். இந்த பூனை தெரியுமா?
இந்த பூனை தெரியுமா?
But currently in India, do you feel there's free speech?
No, there isn't.
There is no free speech.
Not the true free speech. Not like other democratic countries that we see around the world where there is free speech. There isn't.
Why?
Because of fear.
Fear.
Yes.
Fear is part of the system.
Fear has become a part of the system, which is what I feel sad about.
Nobody can really make an opinion on their own.
Well, if you are, then you are exposing yourself to certain amount of risks.
Okay. So you would like to play safe, and
No, I'm telling you there is no free speech, and I am exposing myself to certain amount of risk by saying this itself.
Okay.
It's the truth. Everybody knows it. Why are we pretending and beating around the bush? Everybody knows there is no free speech.
There's no.
Is there free speech? Is there free speech? You can be anonymous behind a Twitter handle. I can't even be anonymous behind a Twitter handle.
Yeah.
And express an opinion or not. But I'm saying people don't like to, you can get abused. You can troll. People might stone your house. People, whatever it is, these things go on. I'm saying when you're not protect, and people have to realize that the right of the citizen, the fundamental right is free speech, right?
Free speech.
Right, to speak your mind. So you're saying that I should be able to think all these things, but shouldn't voice it out. I'm saying that is stifling you as a human being.
Absolutely.
Right? That's stifling you as a human being. So that is not okay, I feel. So even when you're protesting, I'm saying we should do it peacefully, like your Marina protest. So something so touching. I had tears in my eyes when I saw that clipping of all those lights with the phones. Right?
Phone
so
lights,
it was
mobile.
Yeah. So it touched my heart. So I just tweeted about it. I mean, I didn't contribute to it. It was not my idea. Somebody else did it. But I have a right to appreciate it.
But
there's no motive behind it. It's just appreciating people coming together and
But
doing
you saw
something
some
nice.
kind of free speech there. I would say that there's some kind of free movement which was not there earlier.
Yes, I would say that demonstrated that people could get together to express an opinion. What that opinion is different, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying Jallikattu, no Jallikattu, there are different opinions on all that. But I'm saying the right to express any opinion should be there. And that was in my life, it's one of the most beautiful moments for me.
Fantastic. Aravind, just let's go back to your, immediate past before Thani Oruvan.
Right.
You're doing goody roles.
Right.
And now suddenly you have switched over to this kind of very negative roles. But the audience have been blown over by your negativity or whatever it is. How do you look back and say what went wrong in those roles? Because some of them very soft.
Most of them were in the 90s, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, even I would say your last...
There's only one. There was only Kadal that happened. But prior to that, it was mostly in the 90s, all the goody roles that you're talking about. Some of them, of course, were massive blockbusters in terms of Bombay or Roja or Minsara Kanavu or other things that were there.
No, what I'm asking is how were you successfully able to come out of that image and nobody...
I never bothered about the image. As you know, after Bombay, which was a really commercially successful film, not just here but all across the country, I went and did Bharathan's film of Devaragam.
Devaragam was a beautiful movie.
No, it is a beautiful movie, but then it was against the norm in a sense that people expected you to do something more commercial.
Yeah, more commercial.
Not de-glamorize yourself as a chaundi and go and leave a national market and go to a Malayalam market. These were things that were told me. I mean, people started warning me then, saying, you shouldn't do something like that. But to me, I was on a quest to work with people that I wanted to work with, work on subjects that I liked, work on characterizations that would challenge me. It was a learning process for me, and I wanted to make use of that as well. So I've always done things that have appealed to me. So something that I feel, in a sense, even when I was doing Thani Oruvan, people said, how will anybody accept you as a negative character? The same question was also asked then.
Yeah, but then you carried it off beautifully.
No, I carried it off beautifully, but that
maybe
was
because the audience also loved you in that.
Yeah, audience loved me in that. So that is the whole thing. Like even with Mohan Raja, I told him, like, so we'll make this guy in such a way that my only hope is that 1/3 of the audience walks away liking him. That was my aim. And a lot of people told me that also. I said, you're killing your girlfriend, you want to kill your dad, but still, when we come out of the theatre, we feel that, we like you. And we feel sad when you actually died in that film. So, it's a very complex thing. It is what I wanted to achieve. And the audience has given me much more than that.
I saw this fantastic movie, Dhuruvangal 16.
Yes.
I believe you're going to do a film with the director Karthick Naren.
I'd love to, because I saw the film, I met the gentleman. I was very, very impressed with his ability to, write stories, to narrate stories, and his control over the screenplay was something that I really admire. So, if we talked about a couple of script options that are there and some storylines that he narrated to me, it's not a finalized project. But I hope I get the opportunity to work with him. That's what I feel.
Because some title also he has announced. Some
Naragasuran is what I read also.
Yeah.
But that is the title. That's what he narrated to me. But nothing is 100% till.
You're impressed by that script?
I'm impressed by the script, and I'm impressed by the director. Very rarely do you come across someone with that much clarity at such a young age. I'm not dramatizing this, and I'm telling you this very openly. I'd like to be a part of his journey.
Wow!
That's how I feel.
So you'll definitely do that movie, Naragasuran.
Unless he changes his mind, I'm up to it. So,
but you can only give him dates by the end of this year.
We haven't come to that point yet, so we're still in the script discussion stage. So we as usual, I had
what you're saying is you're going to give him priority dates at some time in the next...
Not priority. I'm committed to these films that I'm doing now. So there's no question of changing these dates because I've already made a commitment, and I'm not somebody who's changing commitment. So I think he's aware of that as well. So we'll do it. If he wants to work with me, then we'll do it at the earliest.
So that's good news that he's working with Karthik. Bogan, you're getting a lot of claps for the negative, whatever you are doing.
Right.
And how do you react to that? Especially your very strong female audience base. They are liking it, the young teenagers.
Yeah, because they know I'm acting. They know I'm
You
not
can't
like
be
that.
bad otherwise.
I can't be bad. So I have that. Now I'm using it to my advantage, saying that I can't be bad. So this guy probably he's acting well or whatever.
And how are you going to now come out of this image where 2 movies back to back you were the real mean, dirty, bad guy?
That's okay. I mean, I don't think it's about being bad or good. It's about
Because even Dhruvam, they accepted it wholeheartedly in Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. Yes.
Yes.
So
And it's a hit.
it's a big hit. Yeah.
It's a very big hit.
Yeah.
And you have got a lot of credit for that.
Right. So So see, I think whether it's good or bad, if you don't push those characters down in films and make it competitive, people will like those kind of characters also. I mean, you've seen so many negative films, like I'm saying it could be a Scarface or it could be a God. They're not good guys.
Yeah, Al Pacino is.
Yeah, but people like them. I've loved them.
Yeah.
You've liked them. So you don't have to feel bad about liking some. I mean, somebody who's bad. But
we have a system where the commercial cinema works, where certain people have certain image, and you can't
but
go
that is
beyond.
actually not
But
true.
you broke that
It
with
is.
your.
Yeah, it is actually a misunderstanding. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not. It's not the audience doesn't want to do it. It's like you're not giving people opportunities to do that, right? I mean, if I were given this opportunity even earlier, I would have done it. If it as long as it's something that is exciting for me as an actor, and I'm confident that I can pull it off, or even if I'm partially confident that I can pull it off, and I need to work towards making sure that that happens, then it's something that I really would like.
Aravind, I'm hearing stories that you are charging a bomb these days.
Really? No, I'm not.
You raise your salary 2 or 3 times?
Not at all. In fact, the next 3 films that I'm doing, which I mentioned to you, I signed last year.
Okay.
So, where is the question of me increasing?
But you're hot and happening. So what's wrong in charging?
Nothing is wrong. So let's say I was already priced high before. There's no need to increase. No, it's not that way. See, this is a question of demand and supply. If the producers feel that you're worth it, they're going to pay you a sum. If not, they're going to negotiate with you. If you believe that you're worth it, you're going to ask for something, not necessary that you will get it. So this is an equalizing thing.
Yeah.
So there's nothing for anybody to complain about or be about. Because if somebody who's going to invest money in a film is going to think that you're not worth it, they're not going to talk about it. And I'm somebody where that has never been my focus. Right? It has never been my focus in my life, or when I was acting in films. It has never been my focal point. That is not where my mind is.
But
my mind is to do something that is to do.
What can you say about Sadhuranga Bete?
Yeah, so the next films that I'm doing, like for example, Sadhuranga Bete, you've seen the part 1.
Yeah,
part 2 is very different in terms of its structure.
You're still playing the con man, sort of.
Yeah, he's a con man, but it's a different kind. It's one big heist.
Okay, one big heist.
One big heist, and it's got a lot of twists and turns, and the audience is in for a lot of surprises within the script itself. So Vinod has done the same person who did Sadhuranga Bete. Vinod, who was the director then, has scripted this film, and Nirmal Kumar is directing that.
Yeah, he has also done a good film, Salim.
Yes, Salim. So we're working on that, and that is something that is slightly different. Then we have I have a film called Vanangamudi, which is with Selva.
Tell us about that film.
Vanangamudi with Selva, we've been talking about that story for quite a while, trying to get it in.
What's your character?
It's about a cop, but we're trying. It's like almost like a life story of that police officer, his graph.
Okay.
And what
is he one of those typical Tamil cinema cops?
It's not about a typical Tamil cinema cop, but it's a very interesting script. It's not about bravado and things like that. It is it's a story where he solves crimes and takes a lot of flack for the way he does it and things like that.
So there are some what you call the human side to a character.
Yeah, it's got a lot of action. It's got certain elements of grey in it, not dark shades or anything like that. But and then it's got romance. It's like amongst the films.
Who's the heroine in this movie?
Ritika Singh.
Okay, she's
she's
you have already started shooting?
No, we're starting next week.
Okay. So you have songs and other things.
Yeah, all that is there.
Okay.
So it's like a full length commercial feature.
Then I heard you're doing the remake of Bhaskar the Rask.
Yes, that is Siddiq's
Siddiq's Malayalam movie
with Mammootty sir and
Yeah, it's a
Nayanthara.
good movie.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
So I thought I can, bring
Are
something.
you reworking it for the Tamil?
Not in terms of the script, because Siddiq sir has done it well. I think he has some ideas of making some small changes for the script. But my character, I'd like to, bring certain elements of
Who will be
Tamil.
playing the Nayanthara character?
I am not sure. I haven't heard. It's only starting in a couple of months. So I think they're
So
still
by the
working.
end of this year only you will
A
start.
couple of months.
Oh.
We're starting in March, April on that film.
Okay. Now you're finishing Selva movie and then
Yes, I will be doing.
Sadharangapeta
Sadharangapeta is
is over?
almost 60-70% over.
Sadharangapeta is over.
That's what, about 60% over or so.
So this can release by June, July. you're
Which
saying.
one?
Sadharangapeta.
Sadharangapeta will probably release in May.
May. Okay.
I think so, yeah. So
Okay.
if
Then
everything
that
goes
will
as
be
well.
followed by the Selva.
Selva's film will probably come out in August or so.
Okay.
And,
So you have two big releases coming up in 2017.
I think Bhaskar the Rask also will come out this year.
Hey, you're going full time now.
Yeah, I am.
What happened? What happened to your business and your
It's
big
all going
empire,
fine, yeah.
IT empire and all
It's
that?
all fine, but it's been about 16-17 years as a full-time focus on that. So I've restricted my role now to just providing strategic inputs. I have a very good full-fledged young team which needs to kind of manage the day-to-day affairs of the business. So I'll
So has your
still-
wife Aparna looking after your business interests? Or?
No. She's a lawyer, a mediator.
I heard, by the way, that she's giving watertight forms for you to fill up for the producer
Oh, you mean the contracts?
contracts.
I mean, it's just a normal thing. It's not. It's nothing.
Your contracts
abnormal.
are very well written. That's what the producers are telling.
It's meant to be fair. So
Okay. So you have 3 big releases and you're working almost round the clock.
yes, I am. I'm not. I don't have any weekends off, or I don't have any days off in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's pretty packed.
Pretty packed.
Yeah.
நீ கேட்ட உனக்காக
So
Is there a change between Siddharth Abhimanyu and Aditya?
yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to bring that change as well.
What did you say? Body language or?
A lot of things. I mean, when I kind of work on a character, I'm trying to also work on what he would think and how he would react to the situations on hand, whatever we are going to show on screen. And for Siddharth Abhimanyu, for example, a lot of discussions I had with Mohan Raja also during the making, because he was also very passionate about wanting to make sure that Siddharth Abhimanyu is he stands out, as a negative character. Siddharth Abhimanyu was like a genius. He was a scientist.
Yeah.
Again, so I had mentioned this before also. So the contradiction between not, the thing was that I didn't want to use things like smoking and normally associated with the bad boys. I want to avoid all that because he's a bioscientist, right? He's not going to be. His mindset will be more towards preserving his health and knowing what's good and bad.
Yeah.
And then not using what I would say as those crutches. And also not trying to be dramatic. He's always very calm, calculative, observant. Even when he's going to kill his girlfriend, he has a sense of calm. So that is how I played that. In this, this is a guy who's very hungry. He's been denied in his childhood about his his kingdom or his princely stature. or
Aditya
whatever.
starts with an orgy.
Yes, so his version of having to live life, because of the background that he has, that as a child, because of his lineage that is there, and then everything was taken away, and he goes to an orphanage. I mean, it's not shown in the movie.
Yeah.
Though I would have liked a couple of minutes of that.
Yeah. I think that characterization suddenly that was missing in that.
Yes, but keeping that in mind, so he wants to live a life of debauchery. That is what he thinks is happiness. So it's very different from Siddhartha. Siddhartha is actually very faithful to his girlfriend.
Yes,
We don't show him. He is actually in love with her.
Yeah.
This guy is just into
You don't
debauchery.
show
and
Siddharth Abhimanyu womanizing as much as Aditya does.
not as much. He doesn't at all. He's very faithful to. In fact, when he speaks to his father, also he says, I really love her. I don't know why she's betraying me.
Yeah.
So he justifies killing her in his own way and out of pain or whatever it is. Here, this guy has no. He doesn't want an emotional connect. It's all about just debauchery and living life like that and whatever. So it is a very different character, and he's very, in a sense, like he has his own charisma. He's street smart. He wants to get away with everything, and he wants to live a very a life like that. A life of sin and vice. So they're two very different characters.
Yeah, but the way you have worked it out, that interval block is fantastic.
Yes, we had. That was something I thought that the script lent to in terms of taking it up. That is where his character actually comes out. So I wanted to actually play it where he's to an extent unpredictable. You don't know whether he's for some time you're thinking, is he upset, is he crying, and then suddenly he turns and then he's like angry, and then he says, I am the one in control, right? So I wanted to play it like that. And also the interval block, the revelation of the swap, etc. I thought this was a better way to kind of do it.
It's nicely picturized, the cat and mouse game between you and Jayam Ravi.
Right.
It's come out very well.
Right.
Did you read the script before? Did you make the corrections? Or
because the script, we all worked as a team. I don't want to take credit for it in a sense. We all worked as a team. I had some suggestions, and I had a few suggestions which I put
Lakshman
across.
incorporated those suggestions.
We worked together. I had a little bit of convincing to do. For example, the opening sequence was visualized by Lakshman.
Okay.
So he had to convince me on that. So then I said, okay, if I'm doing it, then let me do it in a way. So I asked him for a couple of months to get into shape, because I thought, let me keep
You're
him.
looking pretty thin.
Thanks. Well, let me keep him shirtless and let me get some, let me get that going in a very, in a way that it should be done. So, so couple of things like that he convinced me, saying that, it will work out well. Couple of things like the interval block and some other things that, I contributed. Ravi said a few, he wanted a few things in. So we all worked as a team and got it going. So
okay. But I thought you were really rocking towards the end of the movie also.
Okay.
Though I feel the climax scene, a little bit contrived.
Right.
Why? Do you want a sequel to this part, or what is the reason for that?
No, actually, if you show Bogan as a guy, the film is titled Bogan.
Yes, it's about, on you.
It's not about me. It's about Vikram, the Aditya character. So it's on Aditya, and then we are developing him, and we're showing him even in the interval block as someone who's, who has an ability to control everything. And for whatever reason, it was taken down a path in the second half. But even if you look at the audience response, they actually respond well to the fact that he gets up.
He gets up and he looks, so there's a possibility of a sequel.
Yes, there is. They already put there as Bogan 2. That's the,
Okay.
they're saying that Bogan 2 is the thing. So it is meant for a sequel.
Yeah.
And, even the audience seem to like the fact that he's getting up, because that is where the response is also coming from in the climax. So it's about Bogan, and hopefully we can, in Bogan 2, we can continue this rivalry and take it forward, and maybe he'll have other powers, who knows,
Maybe Bogan will become a big franchisee movie.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got a very good reception now, and they love the character, so it's you can't destroy that character.
Take him in.
I wish you all the best, and now 3 big movies coming as solo hero. Any comments?
I've never seen a movie as a, whether it's solo hero, whether it's 2 heroes or whatever it is. Every movie to me is important. I don't see it as a step up or anything like that. But I get what you're saying.
But your next 3 releases you don't have any other hero to share the screen space, and that's a big thing. Aravind Swamy movie selling on its own is
absolutely. I appreciate that, but I'll still like to work with other people and make successful films. So
the question is, will other people work with you?
That is up to them.
Because you're a scene stealer.
I'm not the scene stealer. I think everybody has to be appreciated in the film, and we should be happy that our team members are being appreciated, or and that generosity has to be there if you're going to do a multi-starrer. That generosity is required for us to work openly and help each other in doing the film. So
that was great talking to you.
Pleasure, Sridhar. Thank you so
much.
much.
All the best.
Thank you.
And may you continue to rock the screen.
Thank you. Pleasure as always. Thanks a lot.